So, Prince Harry and his Invictus Games will be coming to United Kingdom here in the city of Birmingham, right next door to where I live in 2027. We learned the other day. Now, Birmingham City is United Kingdom's second largest city. It is also home to the world's largest city council. Those of you who might not know as well, Birmingham City is home to United Kingdom's largest rehabilitation center for the wounded soldiers. So Prince Harry couldn't have picked a better place to hold a meaningful event to wounded soldiers like the Invictus Games. But as we know, just like any other big city, Birmingham City has its own societal issues. There is a lot of homelessness, housing issues, and when those issues arise, of course, we know who is going to be hit the most. Of course, those that are marginalized, including the wounded soldiers themselves. The city also recently went bankrupt. You know what that means. So it is going to be very interesting to see how the Invictus Games help or elevate the city and the wounded soldiers. What the wounded soldiers want to see are the resources that will be fundraised through the Invictus Games going to the wounded soldiers themselves, helping to provide them with accommodation, helping them to get onto the housing property ladder, etc. And of course, get more better services and facilities at these rehabilitation centers. So it will be very interesting to see how Prince Harry and his games achieve that, because in the past there hasn't been good accountability over these games. At least we haven't seen that. There is this feeling that the Invictus Games will probably drain the very limited resources that the council is having by providing security and all the things that will be, used during the games themselves. So it is interesting. What are your thoughts? Do you think these games are going to elevate the city? Do you think those funds will go to the wounded soldiers and the people who need them the most? Or is this another project for the Invictus Games and Prince Harry to just milk all that they can get out of the games and look for another city to host these events? But there is the other issue as well of Prince Harry making up with the royal family whilst here for the Invictus Games. There is a lot of speculations flying around that this might be the opportunity or the chance for Prince Harry to meet the king. Apparently, Prince William will be attending these Invictus Games and all of that sort of thing. And that the attendance of the royal family, the king, Prince William, will be to try and support Prince Harry and in the process of supporting, probably make up somewhere somehow. But these are speculations. Do you think that is going to happen? Will there be any mending of relationships? I highly doubt myself, because it is not as easy as that. There is a lot that still needs to be done before the royal family can open up that space just like that. If there was to be some sort of making up and mending of relationships, I think that would have happened during the Invictus Games 10th anniversary that was held in United Kingdom, recently, but no senior royal turned up for that service. Was it at St. Paul's Cathedral? So I don't think they will turn up this time round, especially as Prince Harry, as we saw recently, is still holding those interviews, and he is not speaking very positively about the royal family. So there is a lot that still needs to be done. These games are going to be held in 2027, so looking at that time frame, it's still a long way to go. And Prince Harry is becoming increasingly predictable these days. Who knows, he's going to hold a few interviews in between there before these games arrive, in which he's going to again speak negatively about the royal family. And every time he does that, of course, we know that that gap between him and the royal family continues to widen. The other day he said he will never bring his wife here because his wife is not safe. And that was a bit of an insult to the royal family in one way, because when Harry and his wife come here, somehow, the royal family provides some security, provides a good environment for them to come and stay. Okay, so for him to say that, of course, was like taking a swipe at the royal family, that they don't care about Meghan Markle when she's here in the country. So all of that is always going to create a big gap between Prince Harry and the royal family, and I don't see them mending those gaps anytime soon, unless Prince Harry does the needful, stops speaking negatively about the royal family, apologizes to the royal family for what they have done and what they are still doing, things that are not necessarily promoting good values of the British royal family out there. And only then shall we start to see these, relationships start to sort of mend. But other than that, I don't see this happening. And for these Invictus Games and this talk of the royal family mending up with Prince Harry, coming in support of Prince Harry on the day, is all speculations, and I think far from being. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below, and stay subscribed here at Francis Page Media, where you always come to catch up with the latest that is going on in the world of our British royals.